Welcome back, Wolfskinders, and welcome back to another how much this deck costs. In today's deck, we are going to be looking at one of my relatively favorite ones that I was able to do, and that is the Yosenjus. Now, this one was kind of interesting because I kind of just built this on a whim, but there was someone in my comments section in right here, as you can see, that relatively he said in an edited version my deck profile back then was actually pretty similar, but with some meta counters, specific counters, and that's kind of true because remember this was an NR deck in Master Duel, so this is the reason why probably that he probably replaced it, but he had something similar to it. But that was pretty cool of him to say. So let's see how much it's actually going to cost us. And remember, I do try to get these as cheap as humanly possible. And yeah, we did pretty well, actually. 40 card deck, no extra deck, for about roughly under $40. That's still pretty good considering I'm still thinking that, man, I'm going to eventually get one of these decks one day that's going to cost me like over 50 bucks to get. There was one card that I was looking at that did kind of bump this price up a little bit, which was right here. Magical Mallet. This right here is like $1. So you're technically paying like $2.31 for this actually, which is kind of crazy. Um, yeah, I got, see, like here's another 81. So yeah, it's almost like $1 for a Magical Mallet, which was pretty interesting to get. Other than that, a lot of the Yosenju stuff was pretty cheap. Actually, it was still pretty good to. It was still pretty good. I was actually kind of glad that one-time passcode was pretty cheap to get too. You know, that wasn't that wasn't bad. See, it's like it says 5 cents, but it's actually like 20 cents. It's actually like 20 cents because you gotta buy like multiples of them, which is no big deal because it just means I have extra. But that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad for it actually because it only need like one copy and it's once per turn realistically. But yeah, some of the Yusinjus were pretty cheap to get. I'm actually surprised that Yusinju Muscat was cheap actually. That's what's surprising because if it battles a wind monster, it instantaneously destroys it. So I was actually kind of shocked that that was actually kind of cheap. Some of these were secret rares, as you can see from the name tag. Some of these are secret rares. Apparently, the Yusenju's secret rares were a lot cheaper than the regular ones. And like I said, I will always go for the cheaper version instead of blinging it up. You know what I'm saying? So, and as you can see here for Noble Knight, you can check on the the Master Duel deck profile if you want more in-depth personal. But kind of surprised that some of these were still pretty on the cheaper side. Ancient Warrior Loyal Guan Yu was pretty good to get. Was pretty interesting to see on the cheaper side. So that would be pretty good to hold on to, especially at that. But like I said, for less than 40 bucks, that's still pretty good. You know, that's still a really good price tag for it, and I will definitely take that. You know, so if I keep doing this, and I keep finding decks under 50 bucks, that's actually really good to play. You know, but the one thing I was actually kind of shocked about was Dimension Fisher actually. That's what actually was pretty interesting. That this was like very cheap considering it's a very good floodgate. I hard to believe that this floodgate right here isn't at least, you know, I was thinking maybe like, I don't know, like 50 cents to at least 50 cents for it because of how popular it is. But there's a lot of out there. So I just wanted to showcase this how much this deck would be if it was in IRL. So if like I said, prices fluctuate, prices fluctuate so rapidly. So as right now of recording of this video, like I said, it's like 40 bucks, which is still pretty good. So I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time. You guys take care, be well, be safe, have fun. Bye, everyone.